Okay, third time's a charm, hopefully. Let's cross our fingers, guys. If you guys can see us and we are not frozen this time, please give us some thumbs up, say hey, let us know you're out there. And we hope and pray that the feed holds. Not living in Seattle anymore, now we live in the country, so our internet is not what it used to be. Okay, yay, I see thumbs and hearts, great, so I think we're good. Hi everybody, thanks for joining. I'm Melissa with Haylo Creative Designs, and next to me here is my husband, JC. He's manning the computer and is going to let me know when there's questions as he sees them. Keep in mind, if there's a lot of you guys out there viewing and watching us, the questions may speed by, so if we don't get to yours, we are not ignoring you. It's just that we didn't see it before some more came through and pushed it on. So we'll try to answer what we do see. So we want to give a big shout out to Nick and thank you to him for allowing us to share with you on his page tonight. So thank you, Nick. Thank you for having faith in me. For those of you that don't know, Nick is my creative mentor, and he's the one who got me started doing all of this, and I am so thankful to have him as a part of my life. So tonight we are going to make I said Christmas wreath at first, but it's going to be a winter wreath. This is something that you'll be able to use all through the season. It won't have to take down after Christmas. We're going to do it on this beauty right here. And let me grab my baskets and I'll show you what we'll be working with. You want to say hi? Hi. He's kind of quiet tonight. All right, so for this project, I chose some black snowball mesh. This came from Joann's Halloween collection, so you might not be able to get it now, but I was fortunate enough to find some clearance out, and I picked up quite a few rolls of this. I also grabbed from Hobby Lobby some, you can't really see that, I've got them all here together, some window pane mesh, okay, that we're going to use as well. And these beauties. We have this sign. I know this is backwards and I apologize, but it says, "Baby, it's cold outside," and it's got snowflakes on it. Here, I'll tilt it so you guys can see it. See how that, yeah. And then
it's backwards because we're using the cell phone in the camera's position so we can see what we're doing. So apologize if that came out backwards to everyone over there. But it does really say, "Baby, it's cold outside."
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my mouth is a little dry. I got a little stressed out with the technical difficulties, but woosah, right? Okay, so you saw the sign, you saw the mesh that I'm using. I'm going to be using these ornaments. I'll hold them up close so you can see how gorgeous they are.
So pretty.
It is pretty, isn't it? As well as these ornaments. Aren't they gorgeous? I think these are my favorite.
Should we also mention that we have a live audience with us tonight as well?
We have my aunt joining us. I can't flip the camera around. I'm afraid I might lose my feed, but my aunt is joining us in the studio today, so I'm happy to have her here. I would have had my mom and dad, but mom is watching the kids, and dad had to run to Marion, Illinois to pick up some lumber. They're redoing a house, so he's kind of got his thing to do. So anyway, the ribbon that I chose for this, I'm only using two, and they're 2.5-inch ribbon. This is the first one. It's a metallic silver, and it's got this really nice beading along the edge. Ow! Oh. And then this is like a, the lights make it hard to see. It's a fabric, and it's got like silver and gunmetal snowflakes on it. Really, really pretty. Maybe you can see it better back here. So those are my ribbon selections for tonight.
The sign and ornament came from where again?
The sign came from Hobby Lobby. The black snowball mesh from Joann's. The window pane mesh from Hobby Lobby. These ornaments came from Walmart. And these came from Walmart too, I think. I honestly don't remember where I picked these up. The 2 ribbon selections, the snow print pattern came from Big Lots, and this came from Walmart. I'm really impressed with Big Lots and Walmart, their selection this year. They had some really super nice ribbon and ornaments and signs, and yeah, compared to years past, I think they've stepped up their game a little bit. So I'm going to set these things to the side and we'll start building our base. Now to work with this type base, when you buy them, they're all compressed flat. All of your branches are laying flat. My chair won't roll, sorry. They're laying flat. So before you start working on them, you want to take all the branches and just stand them up. Give them a little bit of life. And I mostly did this before I came on to save time. I did a lot of prep work for you guys. So how is everybody tonight? Excited for Thanksgiving?
2 days and a wake up.
Woohoo! I'm excited, you guys, because my daughter's going to be here with my granddaughter and maybe my soon-to-be son-in-law. They've been together for a while. I still consider him my son-in-law.
She's gonna...
She'll kill me for that, I know, but I'm a mom. I'm supposed to embarrass my children, right?
I'm waiting for it.
She'll probably pop in the comments. All right, you guys. So the technique that we're going to do tonight is, well, we're going to do a combination of 2. For the black snowball mesh, we're going to do the ruffle technique using 30-inch ruffles. And then we're going to use the, I don't know what you would call it, sunburst, I don't know, a different technique. I'll show you with this mesh. So first, I will show you how I cut the snowball mesh. I have all of it done but 2 pieces. I left that so I can show you what I do for the 30-inch cuts, because I know that's a little atypical from, mostly people do 10-inch. And do maybe 3 ruffles per bundle, but because deco mesh frays, the more you cut it, I wanted to leave it as long as possible. So 3 per bundle, per 10 inches each, that's 30 inches, so we're just going to make 1 30-inch cut. Now, I don't have a mat that measures 30 inches, so what I do is measure down to 20, mark it with my fingers, scoot it down to the start mark, measure down to 10, and I cut it at 10. So that's how I measure a 30-inch piece.
I feel kind of like a Muppet every time I kind of creep into the video and have to say something. No, this is not the gingerbread. This is a winter wreath that she is making that you can use all season long. You guys are coming in with the questions, and I'm trying to answer them, or try to get over here and answer them in between pauses when she takes a breath. But originally we are from California and Kentucky. California. If this is your first time watching us, welcome. You can find us on our Facebook page as Halo Creative Design. I believe Nick pinned it for us. So again, thank you, Nick. You can find more videos there, or you can go to the YouTube channel, which is
YouTube/Halo Creative Designs.
And there you go. Now back to your regular program.
Also, you guys, we have a Black Friday sale that is active right now. 15% off everything in our Etsy shop. So if you want to go check it out, you might could score a good deal. Christmas gifts. I still haven't done all my Christmas shopping, so perfect time to pick up some last minute gifts. All right, you guys. So we have our 30-inch cuts of the snowball mesh.
Well, there's a lot of people from Kentucky on here tonight.
A lot of Kentuckians. Awesome. Hey, neighbors.
Southwest Kentucky, near the LBL.
Benton, Kentucky, Marshall County. He likes saying the LBL. What did you equate it to? I don't remember. Oh, the A1A or something?
Oh, yeah, kind of like the A1A down in Florida.
Okay. Sorry. I'm working with the limited space here tonight, so I apologize, guys. So to make your ruffle with a 30-inch piece, you see its natural curve this way. So you're going to lay that part face down. And since this has lines on it, it's easy to kind of gauge where your center point is. So you just want to take your, here, I'll scoot over, look, your index fingers, put it on your center point, and scoot it back to your, scrunch back to your thumb. And then take the rest of your fingers and just pull the fabric back and scrunch it between your finger, your index finger and thumb. And if you see that you get a little off center, you can correct yourself as you go. And you just scrunch it all the way. Sometimes it rolls up because it does have that natural curve. And just pull it out. And just like that, you have a very, very pretty ruffle. Is there a question I need to answer, honey?
No, just everybody just kind of, from our last one, I'm still waiting on my acceptance letter from the college I applied to. So as soon as I get that, I'm pretty sure we'll come up on here. But as far as other questions, mesh was cut up to 30 inches.
30 inches. It is 10-inch mesh.
Whoa, from Ireland.
Welcome, Ireland. Hayden would be so happy to know that. He likes talking with an Irish accent.
How many pieces did you, how many inch, how many, okay. Yeah, so how many of these did you make again, 18?
I think I'm only going to use 14 because I've got some really big embellishments that are going to go in here. I'll let you know at the end if I'm going to use any more once I fill it in. I did not do this wreath beforehand, so we're doing this together tonight, guys. My mouth is overly dry.
So you didn't do it like they do on the cooking shows, you know, like on Guy Fieri's. Now they do the prep one, and then all of a sudden they bring out the already cooked one, and bam, 3 hours has gone by.
No, I didn't do that tonight. I did pre-cut the mesh and the ribbon and stuff, but yeah, we're not having dinner. Not tonight. That's 2 days from now. All right, so we have one ruffle put in. Now, on a wire form, you're going to use chenille stems or pipe cleaners to tie in your ruffles. On an evergreen form like this, you use the stems to tie it in. And I'm going to use 14 pieces. So instead of going around the center, I'm going to kind of zigzag them in and out, evenly spaced, around the wreath. So I did one kind of inner. I'm going to kind of go outer here and back and forth. Yes.
Are you adding the mesh in the middle of the wreath or on the inside edge? And why did you choose black?
I chose black because, well, when you've got an idea for a wreath, it's usually because you found a statement piece. You saw a sign, or you saw some mesh, or you saw ribbon that you really fell in love with, and you kind of build your wreath around that piece. That was what happened with this sign, "The Baby It's Cold Outside." I saw it, and it's the camera, it's hard to tell with the lights I've got on, but it's almost antique, you know, the white antique look, and I really fell in love with the sign. So I built off that. With that, I knew I had some of this, you know, that I had picked up on Halloween clearance, and it matched perfectly. And then I remembered that I had used this in another project, and I thought, well, let me put the two together and see if it would go well. So I just started gathering pieces, and I set them all in front of me, and out of that, I kind of edit what I want to use, and then that's how the wreath is born. So I know that was a long description, and I'm sorry. Now I'm going to show you how to do this mesh for that ruffle. We're going to use 2 pieces, excuse me, for a minute, yeah. Actually, can you just like hold it down here?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to knock over my glue pot. So these are, let's see, what did I do with, it's 6-inch mesh, I think. Okay, it's the 5.5. Okay, it's 5.5-inch mesh. I cut it in 10-inch pieces. So what you do is, it also has the natural curve. You're going to lay that facing up, okay, and pull from opposite ends. So here is your mesh. You're going to pull from one corner, this corner, pull opposite each other to make this kind of coney shape, okay? So then you're going to take the inside and fold the 2 pieces in like that and squeeze, okay? And that just makes a little sunburst. Okay, I'm going to stick that between my fingers, and we're going to make one more because we use 2 pieces of this per twist. So the curve facing up, pull opposite ends, lay it down, kind of walk to the middle, fold the 2 middle corners in just a smidge and roll, then squeeze, and you've got this pretty little shape up. Okay, then you're going to put your 2 pieces together kind of opposite each other like that, form an X. Then go back to the ruffle that you've already put on, open your stems, lay these pieces in on top of the ruffle, and just give it one twist back down to hold them in place. Yes.
When you do the ruffle, which side are you placing down in the wreath? Is it the curved side going down, or is it the when you squinch it from that side?
Yeah, I mean, it would be the curved side that is actually going down on the wreath. So when you lay it down to make your ruffle, you're laying it with the natural curve down. So you scrunch it, you've still got your natural curve down, and when you place it in, you've still got your natural curve down. So you're not flipping it over at any point. It stays the same direction through all of your steps. So we've attached one ruffle and the window pane mesh, okay? So I'm just going to kind of speed around here. If you guys have questions, now would be a good time to ask them, and he can let me know what they are, and I'll answer them as I go. Here, I'm going to, will that fit there? Yes, I think so. All right, I'm going to take another 30-inch piece, lay it with the curve down, find my center point, scrunch that beginning piece between my index finger and my thumb, then use the rest of my fingers to scoot it in. And I adjust as I go if I see I'm getting off center. Just scoot it in like that. Perfect.
There's 14 of the black ruffles currently, or she's going to use 14. You can go up to 18 depending on how she feels at the end of it. She may add her. Leave it at 14. Again, I appreciate everybody answering some of the questions, especially when it comes to like the fray stuff. So I don't have to keep interrupting her and, you know, keep popping in from the side like a Muppet.
But you do it so well.
Yeah.
All right. So you just lay your ruffle down and give it 1 or 2 twists, just enough to hold it in there securely. Okay. Then you set it to the side and you come back and you make some more of these. So you just pull it apart, walk your fingers in, roll it, and scrunch. And I hold them between my fingers. As long as my hands aren't hurting, I'll hold them between my fingers and while I make the next one. Okay.
Well, what fancy little tool do you use if your hands are hurting?
Ah, you can show them.
Let me show you. What's it called again?
A bodabra.
Bodabra.
They will hold ruffles. I have used it to hold my ruffles many a time. I suffer from rheumatoid, so when my hands are achy, I use the tools of the trade. Yes, indeed.
Can you use white deco mesh instead?
Mm-hmm. You totally could use white deco mesh instead.
What are you tying it on with again?
I'm just using the stems of the evergreen stems here. No chenille stems. I'm using them in place of chenille stems or pipe cleaners, whatever you call them. So here we've got a couple. And I know it looks a little rough around the edges right now. It won't in a little while. Out of the way.
What size is that wreath again?
18.
18, okay.
Oh wait, that might be, I'll have to measure it in just a second. It might be a 16. I thought it was an 18. But now I'm going to second guess myself.
That or she'll have her aha moment and come back with it and say, ah, it's 18.
Right? That's typically what happens. So for those of you just joining, we are making a winter wreath or Christmas wreath. It's a wreath you can use all season long.
Yes, you can place the sign on the outside of the wreath, or you can place it in the center, just kind of however you feel you want to design it. Because the sign's small, I think she's going with it on the outside.
I am.
And doing it that way. So it also depends on the size of your sign. The bigger the sign, you may want to place it in the middle to better hold it up.
I pulled that one out instead.
If you go and look at our shop, you'll see the Christmas door wreath. As you can tell, that one kind of takes up a lot of room. So again, it's all dependent on the size of your sign that you want to use. Are you securing the ribbon as you put them?
I haven't done the ribbon yet. No, I am doing both types of mesh first, and then I'll go back and add ribbon.
Connie, the website is on our Facebook page. It would be Halo Creative Designs, or you could go to YouTube at YouTube.com/Halo Creative Designs as well to catch a replay of this video.
Yeah, if you've got to go, I totally understand. Life happens. There will be a replay posted. Share it to your page. We would appreciate any shares that you guys might give us. There might be some people on your friends list that like to get crafty and would like to watch with us tonight. So please share. All right. I can fluff forever, and I always have to remind myself to stop.
And to the ones who've been watching it from the beginning, if you guys don't mind, please help with some of the ones that are now coming on with what's going on. Catch them up so we don't have to keep repeating ourselves. Or those who've come on, you can always stay tuned to when this is over and watch the replay and fast forward all the hijinks and get to the important parts.
So
or you
funny.
can just stay back and while everybody's snoozing during Thanksgiving, just sit there and with a glass of wine and enjoy watching our video.
He's amazing, you guys. I don't know what I'd do without him. All right, so I'm just scooching it back to my index finger and my thumb. What are you giggling for?
The Santa hat was not done on a video.
Oh my Lord. I did a lot of Santa hat videos back in September and October. We did 2 or 3 different witch hats. We did a Santa hat, an elf hat. But no, I never did a video on the Santa hat.
Well, I guess it'll be for your next tutorial.
I can. If you guys want to see it, I have no problem doing it. I felt like, everybody was kind of doing the hats. I didn't want to, burn everybody out. But if you guys want to see it, I have no problem doing it. All right. So to lay the ruffles, I just open 2 stems apart and I lay the ruffle in and use them to tie it down. Not using any pipe cleaners or Chanel stems for this.
Yes, please, on the Santa hat.
Yes, please. Okay.
Our webpage again is Haylo, Haylo, Creative Designs.
I think when they're saying webpage, they might mean our Etsy page.
Oh, well then,
I don't know for sure.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if they type in Haylo Creative Designs,
they can get to our Etsy page through there
or
for
that,
sure.
or go to the Facebook page and go to the Etsy page.
Lots of ways to get to the Etsy
Or go
page.
through YouTube and get to the Etsy page and get to the Facebook page.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
Jinx.
Kind of love watching a good Abbott Costello bit.
All right. So, I'm still tickled over that. I'm just going to go ahead and go around and add the black snowball mesh. And then I'll go back and do all the white ones.
Is one of these enough? One roll?
Is one roll.
Yeah.
I had a couple of partial rolls that I used for this, so let's see. This roll is 360 inches, and you want to do the math because I can't do it in my head. So we used 14, and each one is 30 inches. So how many inches is that, honey?
I don't have a calculator in front of me.
Ask Siri.
Would be 300.
Right. So I don't think so. I think you'll need to, but he'll tell you exactly how many inches you'll need here in just a second. So I am using 10-inch black snowball mesh, and the white is window, excuse me, 5.5-inch window pane mesh.
Thank you for everyone who answered that quicker than I did.
What was the question?
420 inches.
Thank you, guys. So you need just a little over a full roll, yes. And I don't know how far apart I'm spacing these exactly. I'm just kind of adding.
Are you staggering them, or are you just kind of...
I am staggering them. I'm going one kind of a little on the outer, and then the next one I'll do a little on the inner. Not much, but a little bit offset. So again, just find your center point and scoot the mesh back towards your index finger and your thumb.
Sharon's on top of it tonight.
Hi, Sharon. Thanks. Awesome. Okay. So you have your little ruffle. Just find your next tie. I went on the outer for that one. No, I went on the inner. So come the outer here.
This is not a Christmas wreath, although it can be used as a Christmas wreath. It's a winter wreath. Let's kind of do the whole family guy. Wreathins.
Wheat.
Wreath, yes. It's a winter holiday wreath. Not a... Oh, you can use it as a Christmas as well, but yeah, you get the point.
You can totally use this for Christmas. I mean, I would probably, if I were going to keep this and not sell it, I would probably put it up now because this is something that can go through the whole season, but also serve as a Christmas wreath as well.
And someone asked about my beard. This is more than just November. This will continue on until someone tells me I have to shave it. Until then, we're going to see how long I can get this bad boy.
Yeah, he's decided to keep it. And I'm okay with it.
It's soft.
As long as he keeps it soft.
Yeah, it's No Shave November, so I took
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay, we won't mention any of that one.
They probably heard you. Okay, I'm just adding more. See, lots of hearts. We're almost done with the black mesh, you guys, and then I'll move on and show you how to do the white.
He's gone native.
Well, he did this one other time, and he didn't have any beard oil or anything like that, and it was really scratchy, and it wasn't very pleasant. This time around, I think he listened to my complaints, and he's fixed those issues, so totally happy with it.
It's got the salty, peppery color going.
Yes, it does. Nobody would know that I'm 8 years older than you.
Well, they do now.
I don't care. I'm proud of my age. All right. Well, I'm going to go and fill in a couple of places. These 14 actually made it fairly full, fuller than I thought it would, so that's awesome.
What, Paula, beard oil is a man's facial cream kind of thing. You're able to put it in the beard and it softens it up, gives it a nice scent. Because usually some people complain that sometimes the beard picks up a certain odor. So it just kind of keeps it fresh, keeps a guy's skin soft underneath, so when he does have to shave it, it doesn't look so rough.
It's not good to use like hair conditioner because it clogs your pores. So it's like hair conditioner for men's faces. It's really awesome stuff. Smells amazing. So I put that on the inner. So this one will come to the outer.
There's no video on the Christmas hat you see behind her over her left shoulder. But
there is one on the rustic elf hat.
There is one on the rustic elf hat, but I'm guessing with the amount of people who are asking for it, you may end up having to do one.
Hey, I don't mind doing a Santa hat tutorial, you guys. Not at all. I could try to squeeze one in this week. Let me check my schedule. Just, you know, make sure you like our business page. We do have a notification bot, so if you check out the pinned post on our business page and follow the directions, you can sign up to get notified 15-20 minutes before we go live. I send out a notice to everybody, so it's just enough time to grab a snack, go to the bathroom real quick and get comfy, and then catch us live.
We are getting a lot of people that want that hat video.
Okay, sure. I will do a hat video. I will try to get that on sometime this week, you guys. It doesn't take hardly any time.
It won't be until after Thanksgiving.
Maybe I could get my daughter to come out here with me on a live while I did it. She's a hoot, you guys. Very entertaining.
We are in the state of Kentucky.
Good old Kentucky. Oh, come here, stem. I know. I'm just using the greenery stems to tie down the ruffles. I'm not using any pipe cleaners or Chanel stems.
Does your mom have to cut the... Your mom's asking about the thread. Does she have to cut it again?
Cut the thread?
Poof.
Oh, yeah. Mom has to make the pom-poms. For these Santa hats, we decided to do... On Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock, we decided to do a craft show on Saturday morning. And my mom burned the midnight oil out here with me making Santa hats. She cut the mesh for me while I assembled, and she made the pom-poms for the tops of the hats. So thank you, Mama. I couldn't have done it without you.
No.
What? What?
Your mom. No.
She had fun. Don't let her fool you. I'm just thankful that I have my mama now because I've been away from her for 12 years. And now we don't have the military telling us where we can live anymore. And it was just really nice to sit out here all evening that Friday night and craft with my mom. All right. Sometimes it's really hard to get the stems up here. Maybe that's just a me problem. All right. So we have one more piece. I'm not sure where I want to put it. Maybe over here, I think. All right, last one, you guys. So for those of you just joining, thank you for joining and welcome. We are making a wreath that you can use for Christmas or all throughout the winter season. It is black and white. You know what? I'm going to move that one over just a smidge.
The candy canes, we have them. We just haven't got to them. I think we're still trying to figure out exactly how we want to do it.
Honestly, I may not even get to candy canes this year, and that's okay. I've been making wreaths. I still have a custom wreath to get made, a Jack Skellington one, a Christmas Jack Skellington, and a couple of others. So if things slow down a little bit, I will, but candy canes are fun, but I like to make full wreaths or swags or, you know, stuff like that. All right, one more here. We had one more because I needed to move them around a bit.
You twisting the mesh between the two stems or just one?
Two. Twisting the mesh between two stems.
If you'd like to see our other videos, just go to YouTube/Haylo Creative Designs, and that's Haylo as in Haylo.
Okay, so here we go. We've got the black mesh on so far. So now we're going to go through and finish adding the white. We do 2 pieces per bundle, per stem, and this is 5.5 inch mesh, cut it 10 inches long. So for this technique, excuse me, you want to take the natural curve and lay it down. Take your opposite corners and pull them apart so you have this type of shape. Okay? Walk your fingers in to your other center corners and kind of fold them under and roll them in. And then you're going to squish them in the middle, just like that, till you have a shape like this. Okay? And I hold the first one in my fingers while I make the other.
You want to know if you're going to do the Jack Skellington on a video?
If I don't do it on a live, I will probably record it and post it to our YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested, I can definitely let you know on the page when it's up, or you can go follow us on our YouTube channel, and you'll get notified when we post new stuff. Lots of options here. You guys, if you don't mind, we would love it if you shared our live feed here to your page or to any group. Might be some crafty people that you know that would like to watch with us tonight. I'm trying to find the middle of my stem to open. There. So I just go back and open the stems that I have each piece of mesh already tied into, and then I add these. So I've kind of got them, you know, in a crisscross pattern, and that's how I lay them in on top of the other ruffle. And just give it like one twist to hold it down, because we're still going to add ribbon. Any questions, or is everybody pretty much...
No, they're just watching you.
Awesome.
Probably should have done the early turkey then.
Huh? What?
You know what? Do one where, probably do two.
To what?
2 wreaths. One that you work on and one that's already...
I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm confused.
It's okay.
I stay confused. Everything's kind of sticking together.
You hitting the table?
Yeah, well, it's this metal table underneath, and the cords when they bang on it. I'm sorry if that's making a lot of noise, you guys. Okay. When you place these white ones in, you want to make sure that you're placing the rolled side down. These edges on this window pane mesh fray really bad, so when you do the roll, you want to, you know, make sure you roll them in and then place the cut edges down. So again, you take the natural curve of the mesh and you lay it down on your mat. Pull your opposite corners, lock your fingers in, take the inside corners and fold them under, roll them together, and pinch in the center, and you get this beautiful shape. I'm not sure what this technique is called. I've seen some call it sunburst, some call it petal. I don't know.
Cannoli.
Cannoli. Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like a cannoli.
Tortilla roll.
Ooh, tortilla. All right. So it's okay if a couple of the edges come off while you're working with it. Once you've put it on the wreath and you're done, it'll quit fraying on you. And then you can spray it with some spray adhesive like E6000 or Elmer's Craft Spray, or I think like Krylon Gloss or High Gloss or something like that. What?
Oh, someone just announced that they just made fresh tortillas.
Oh.
And it's Haylo, is Haylo. Just in case you guys don't get it confused with the actual video game Halo, which is HALO, which is a very shooting up kind of game. So, but yeah, ours is HAYLO. The name is based off our sons, Hayden and Logan.
Okay, opposite corners, pull them apart. Whoops. Take your inside corners, roll them together, and squish.
Cannoli.
Cannoli.
I could go for a good cannoli. That new one over there? Yeah. Like a cream. I can't remember.
It's like a puff pastry that's hollow in the middle, and you fill it with, I don't know if it's custard or cream. The ones I've eaten are cream.
Yeah.
But I do believe they come with custard, don't they, guys? If you guys know
Sorry,
anything about cannolis,
We're
please
talking
let us
about
know.
cannolis. So I know there's a subject matter expert out there somewhere.
All right.
Oh, talking about food.
Has anybody ever done this method before? Do y'all like doing it?
What?
This,
Cannolis?
yeah, the cannoli method. Is that the new terminology for it? It's
That's what I'm
not
calling
the
it.
cannoli method, but it's really fun. My second or third wreaths I ever made were done with this. I did like a Halloween one in 3 different colors in this type all the way around. And let me tell you what, this technique will create a huge wreath.
Oh, we got one. Mascarpone or ricotta? There we go.
Mascarpone, yeah. Okay.
I knew somebody would do it.
Can you fix that, please?
All right.
He's going to reach over us just
Here
a
comes
second.
here comes a close up.
Woo woo!
Close
of
up.
the beard. Later. Yep, remind me later. And I'm just going to keep working around him. You guys are really awesome for bearing with us. We try not to get too serious. We like to have fun. Crafting is not stressful. It should always make you feel good.
Quick question: pumpkin pie or apple pie for Thanksgiving? I know there'll be someone out there that'll make something weird. I know it's pecan,
Yes. Cherry.
apple. Oh, your son asked for cherry. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
That'd be Grandma. Granny.
Somebody asked for cherry pie.
I'm asking for blackberry cobbler.
Pumpkin, see? Pumpkin.
He's a pumpkin guy.
I am a pumpkin guy. I love my pumpkin pie. A lot of whipped cream.
He likes his whipped cream with a little bit of pumpkin pie.
I hear you. Mom's like, I hear you.
All right, guys, we are almost finished adding the mesh.
I think we asked the last question.
What?
Baked turkey or deep fried turkey?
Deep fried.
Ooh, yes. There's a question. Let's see how many fights we can start with that one.
No, no, no.
Deep fried or oven baked?
That's like asking the question, real tree or fake tree?
Real tree.
Ooh, fake. What were you making faces over here and giving me bunny ears?
Real tree.
He's not the one that has to vacuum up all the pine needles when you have a real tree. I grew up always having a real tree and loved it. The smell is amazing. But I do decorate either Thanksgiving Day or the day after. So a live tree, it's hard to maintain them that long and keep them really pretty without them getting dry and brittle. So,
See, I knew I did ask that question last time.
you did ask it last time.
Thank you. Okay.
But that's okay. Maybe we have other people that weren't with us last time.
No Thanksgiving in Australia, but can't go past a meat pie.
Meat pie. That sounds yummy.
That sounds really good.
Did I cut an extra piece of mesh? I think I did.
You did.
I think I did. All right. So just put them together, crisscross. As my kiddos would say, crisscross applesauce.
7-Up keeps your real tree alive longer. Ooh.
Is it the sugar in it that helps? Because growing up, we always would add sugar water to it. All right, guys. So here it is so far. I don't know. These lights really don't do this justice. I'm sorry, you guys. It's they're really bright. Okay. Now that we have the base made, I'm going to move. Oh, you know what? I still have one piece of black mesh. Huh. Do I have another?
You cut extras, remember?
Oh, they're over here. No, I didn't. All right. I thought I was one piece short. I get ahead of myself, you guys.
Cajun butter. Ooh.
What's Cajun butter?
Cajun spices and butter.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that would be the obvious, but, I mean, you never know, okay?
You set it up perfectly.
I did. He loves picking on me, you guys. If he didn't pick on me, I would think something was wrong, though. Alright, so I'm just putting this last piece of mesh in here that I almost forgot.
Don't forget to show our live studio audience.
Oh, I will. Hang on. I am... Okay, I took off all these pieces. Alright. Open sesame. Okay. Now, all right, we have our base done, finally.
About time.
I know, right? Just think if I hadn't cut all the mesh and stuff beforehand.
Oh, Lord.
That'd be bad.
Be as long as the 10 Commandments.
Okay. Yeah, oh, please. Okay. Wet my mouth real quick. I have a basket of goodies.
When you do the ribbons first, before you put in the goodies?
Well, I guess I could. All right.
Would that be the more natural order of things?
If you want it to be, we'll do the ribbon first.
I got my way.
He got his way this time. Ah, my earring keeps getting. Need my scissors. Alright. Now, I showed you in the beginning of the video our ribbon choices. This is a 2.5 inch fabric ribbon. It is wired. And I'm going to show you how we put a dove cut or a V cut in the end of our ribbon, just to add a nice little touch. So you're going to take your ribbon and fold it in half, cut from your folded edge down to your point, like this. Look, I let it move in my hand. Make sure they're even. So cut from your folded edge down to your point. Just like that. And it creates this really pretty V-cut, chevron cut, dovetail. It goes by many names.
If you're asking about the hat behind us, if you remember one of our videos back in the day when we were showing Seattle, that was the original witch's hat that was transformed into the Santa hat. So it's just a frame. I'm not sure if any of the Dollar Trees are still carrying them. I'm pretty sure they've already taken those off the shelf.
I think they're done.
You can try and find them online, or
I think their distribution centers are out now. I think
you're gonna have to wait till next.
Yeah,
season.
probably not till next season. You can order from Dollar Tree online and have it shipped to store or your home. But the hats were such a big hit. I don't know if you guys know Debbie of Debbie's Wreaths and things, but this was her brainchild. And it kind of really took off. And when she posted her video, everybody started watching it. And
I never realized they said Betty Crocker.
Oh, Betty Crocker. Yeah. So once the hat craze took off, I mean, people were ordering them by the case left and right, and their distribution centers sold out, like, I think within a couple of days. So, yeah, the hats are gone probably till next season.
So it says that Dollar Tree now has a Santa hat that is somewhat like the witch's hat.
They do have a Santa hat that's somewhat like the witch's hat. It's a little different shape. I haven't worked with it because, you know, I did pick up quite a few hats to have on hand for my orders and stuff. So I haven't played with it much. I think I've seen a couple of videos posted on it. But most any frame, you know, you can work with. I know there is a YouTube video posted out there that shows you how to make them with plastic coat hangers from the Dollar Tree. So if you don't have access to the hats and want to make one, you can rig a frame out of plastic coat hangers. And I think it's Serendipity's Closet, but I'm not sure who has it posted. You could check that, search that on YouTube. Alright, so I have all the dovetail cuts put in that ribbon. Let me do these real quick.
That's what you're saying. I thought for a minute, I thought you said duckbill. Like,
duckbill? No.
Like duckbill.
Dovetail.
Ducktail.
Dove.
Oh, dove.
Not duck.
Sorry, hearing, bad hearing.
Yeah, I know.
You know, 10-year veteran.
I know.
Bad hearing.
He has some hearing damage from being a soldier, so I think sometimes he just nods his head when he doesn't really know what I'm saying, and that gets him in trouble a lot. But God love him. This ribbon is a little harder to dovetail because it's got the beading on the edge.
Dovetail.
Dove.
Okay.
Dove. It reminds me of that commercial. Fraud protection. Frog protection. Fraud protection. That one, you know. Yeah.
You're so cute. That was cute. I love your little reference there.
He's a mess. Alright. Alright.
I'm still giggling.
I know you are. You crack me up. Okay. I'll be glad to get this part done. Oh my. I should have done this beforehand. This is kind of a pain.
You want her to cut them?
No, it's okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
Oh, second pair of Betty Crocker scissors.
My aunt's going to help me cut them.
We are using our live audience for help.
I don't know if any of you saw some of our earlier videos. I used dull scissors for forever, and Nick, he uses the Betty Crocker scissors from Dollar Tree. And so now when I go, I pick up extra because I'm not going to be caught with dull scissors anymore. I've learned so much from Nick. He's a young guy right out of high school, making a name for himself, quick and fast in a hurry, doing an amazing job. He's a very talented designer, and he has helped me grow wings and fly, and I am thankful for his knowledge and his willingness to share with us.
school special.
After school special. You know how I feel about Nick. He was one that got me started.
Yeah.
He helped me find a voice for my inner creative. So you guys just joining, we are creating a beautiful winter Christmas wreath that can be used for the whole season. The whole season. If you're just joining and you haven't yet, please give our feed here a share to any page, your personal page or any group that you might think would enjoy watching us get crafty or learning what we do here.
The cool part about sharing is that this video will be saved to your page and you'll be able to watch the replay after our live feed is over.
Yes, you will.
And when this live feed is over, you'll see at the top of this page where it says this feed is no longer live, just in case you're confused.
His little PSAs. All right, I'm just cleaning up those little wire pieces that came off the edges of the ribbon. Those hurt when they get embedded in your skin.
Bam!
Thank you very much.
Look at that.
Okay, so we are going to put one of each ribbon in each stem. So I just lay them together. I fold them in half like this. I put my finger underneath like this, and I squeeze. Okay? And, yeah, I pinch, and that makes a bow tie. Okay? And then I'm going to go back into each one and add our ribbon. And just give it a twist to hold it down. I know this glitter.
Love glitter!
Love glitter!
Love it when it gets in my beard.
Have you seen those Facebook things where like men
Lord.
with the longer full beards have glitter, bedazzled beards? You know, that's strange to me. I can't believe that's really a thing. So I fold them in half, put my fingers in the middle, and then I just pinch.
Or squeeze.
Or squeeze, or scrunch. And that forms a pretty little bow tie.
Scrunch.
Or scrunch, or bunch.
Cart.
Buggy. Alright. So again, just taking one. Oh, I'm sorry. I cut the ribbon at 12 inches. Typically when I'm doing deco mesh, I will cut the ribbon about 2 inches longer than my mesh pieces. That way it sticks up about that much.
How much?
About that much. A smidge, a dash, a touch, a pinch.
Now we're cooking.
Okay.
A dash.
And I am I think I messed one up. I'm alternating each stem. So if I put snowflakes on top for this one, the next one I'll put the silver on top.
See, the boys get lucky when we go on live nights.
Why?
They get to stay up later.
Oh, they do. The boys are in heaven tonight. They get more game time. But fortunately, tomorrow's their last day of school for the week because of Thanksgiving holiday, and tomorrow they're going to the movies. So I'm okay with letting them stay up a little bit later tonight.
They gotta go see a cool movie if they get a chance.
Yeah.
I don't think we can talk about that part though.
No.
No affiliation.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just adding one of each ribbon.
Are we married? Yes, we are very much married. And we are going on 15 years?
12. Doesn't feel... Oh my gosh.
12.
12 years.
12 years. Well, 11 right now, but going on 12.
We met in...
Oh, here's the story time. Story time.
No, I'm not going to tell the whole story this time. We met like the first week of March, so it's almost exactly 12 years. We've been married 11 and a half. And I don't know if anybody's asked yet, but no, he doesn't have a brother. He's got a sister, not a brother. And the sister's spoken for, so. What's on top? Oh, silver next. I really love this ribbon, you guys. This, like, detailed edge is really gorgeous.
Super, super.
I promise the camera does not do it justice. That was something funny when we first moved here and my mom and dad were helping me unbox some of the wreaths and stuff. They were oohing and awing, saying, man, you know, it didn't look like that in the pictures. And honestly, I think most designers will agree that pictures don't do these justice. They're just gorgeous. The way the ribbon catches the light, you can't really portray that, you know, in a picture. Are there any questions that haven't been answered?
No, I think we've been answering pretty much, and Sharon and Trisha have been amazing answering questions for us too.
Oh, so. Thank you, Trisha. Thank you to everybody who's helping answer questions. It's a lot different sitting on this side of the camera than that one. You know, when there's this many people watching, the comments just kind of fly by and we miss a lot because you can only see, you know, what, 4 or 5 at a time. So we try not to ignore anybody, but we love those of you guys who help answer the questions.
Do we have one of those lifetime kind of love stories?
Yeah, we do actually.
Soldier meets civilian. Civilian
Yeah.
falls in love with soldier. Soldier goes off to war. Yeah, it could kind of be a lifetime.
Yeah, soldier goes off to war.
And everything in between.
Baby comes 3 months early while soldier is off to war. Red Cross brings soldier home. You know, yeah, we've had a tumultuous 12 years to say the least. But
yes, Jackie, these wreaths are easy to make once you learn, and just listen to Mel as far as she tells you who to go watch and all that, and you'll gain a plethora of knowledge of watching wreaths, and you too can end up like her.
That's basically what I did. You know, I saw Nick do that first video on Home Talk, and from there, you know, I joined his paid group. He teaches, he has a Wreath of the Month club where he teaches you how to make beautiful wreaths. We get a lot of one-on-one. And I joined his group, and then I started staying up all night watching YouTube videos. And I watched so many. You lose track of who did what's and, you know, where you saw this and that, but you have all these ideas floating around in your head, and then you just try to translate that to, you know, this. And sometimes it's successful, and sometimes what I had in my head doesn't look like it did, you know, when I get it done. It's just trial and error.
I hope I'm pronouncing it. Cheryl, the Santa hat, we don't actually have a video for it. She didn't make one. But with the amount of people, aside from you, that are requesting, there may be a tutorial coming on making that wreath hat. So just stand by and look out on the webpage or on YouTube, and we'll announce it when that tutorial is complete and up and running.
Very good. Alright. So, this one needed to be the silver. That's where I got off. Okay.
Only 3 more to go.
2 more. I cut an extra silver.
Yeah.
It was just what was left on the spool.
Lolo sent hearts.
Lolo sent hearts. My little guy sent hearts. He's my crafty guy. Alright, I think we're about to knock the ribbon out of the park. Okay. Where is the one more? I lose. I don't think I did the one more, did I? I didn't.
Oh, that's
No,
right
that
there.
one's got, no, it's right
Oh,
there.
right there.
Ha, right there.
Found it. And I bet you someone would have picked that out too.
Probably. Well, it's easier for them to see. When I finish a wreath, I will take a picture of it and then sit and stare at the picture. And the picture shows me things I need to fix or, you know, areas I need to fill in that you don't see with your eye working at it, you know, from this angle. So I look at my picture, figure out what I need to correct, and make the corrections. Then I take another picture, and you know, I repeat that process until I'm happy with my finished product.
How many ribbons total?
12.
How many ribbons? 12?
12. So here we are so far. All right, so the ribbon and mesh is on. Now we get the fun part of deciding what kind of pretties we're gonna add. And I'm not real sure what we're gonna add to this yet either. I've just got some options.
Love options.
We love options. All right. Boy.
Thank you.
I've kind of got stuff coming out of everywhere. Okay, so we've got some
red, some green.
red berries. We've got some red berries with green. We've got some pine cones. We've got some really gorgeous white,
Sprigs.
yeah, sprigs. They're kind of sparkly, not super glittery. They just have a little bit of sparkle to them. And we've got some black picks. So we're gonna add these in along with our ornaments.
So do the ornaments go first?
I am going to put the ornaments, and then I fill in with all the greenery. You know what, maybe I should put the sign on first. I didn't get my Chanel stems out, did I?
Nope. You did not get pipe cleaners.
Pipe cleaners! I know I put, here they are. They moved to the back.
Got your staple gun?
I do have my staple gun.
Ooh. Oil power. Mom says red berries for sure.
Red berries for sure, Mom. I know, before the live, I kind of laid it all out. I didn't attach anything, but I laid it all out, and I really like the addition of the red berries. Not too much, just enough. So, to attach the sign, since there's really no way to attach it, I'm going to staple pipe cleaners. And this wood is fairly thick, so I don't think my staple is going to go through it. But I want to measure it just in case. I'm using 1/4-inch staples. Yeah, we're good. So it's not going to go through. I'm only going to do 2. Since I'm going to attach the sign on the side, I'm going to put one on the top and one on the bottom in the center, and it'll attach directly to the frame. If I were doing it in the middle, I would probably do all 4 corners. But for this one, top and bottom in the middle will suffice.
I was wondering how you were
Yeah, sorry. Okay, that shot a blank. I checked it before I started to make sure there were staples in it.
Well, just like our technical difficulties, of course, it's not going to work for you as you're live.
Of course not. Oh, does Dad have his big one out here? I don't know if it's 1/4-inch staples, though. Hang on, you guys.
Technical difficulties.
This one's heavy duty.
Yeah, but if they're longer than 1/4-inch, I don't... Well... Okay,
There we go.
that one went in. So then I just twist the stem around it a little bit, tie it off. Do the same thing on this side. Give it a twist or so to tie it off. All right. Now let's see. I might stand up here for just a second, guys, so I can see where we're going to attach the sign. I have to look at it from an overhead view. I kind of like it right there, I think. So I'm going to flip it this way. And I feed the pipe cleaners through to the frame. And I'm just going to twist them together around the frame. Are there any questions?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, hold on, I'll get to it.
Okay. Okay. Just let me know. All right. I got the top fed through. Sometimes this isn't quite as easy. I'm going to tie it off just once in the back under here so I can put the bottom in. Okay, there we go. Find your frame and feed it through. All right. Okay, now just going to flip it over and take and tighten down the chenille snips or pipe cleaners.
Buggy.
Huh?
Cart.
Yeah. Okay. So, we have our sign attached. See?
Which is
Not going anywhere? Yes, it does look backwards. I apologize for that, but it says baby, it's cold outside. And here's the sign. Here's a really good up close. So you can see the snowflakes on it. Okay. Now, I'm going to move the chair back just a little. There we go.
a smidge.
A smidge. Now we add the ornaments. So we always follow the rule of 3 or 5. Odd numbers. So I'm going to use 5. I'm going to use 2 of these white ones and 3 of these
Glittery balls.
silver balls. Okay? So what I do at this point after I have my sign attached, I go through and I see where I want to attach my elements. And I kind of lay them in.
Yes. Someone asked, why odd numbers?
Why odd numbers? That's a really good question. I don't know. That's just what I've been taught. I'm thinking it's kind of like
Symmetry?
well, no, symmetry would be even, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's just a design rule. I'm going to have to look that up so I can have an answer next time. Like I said, it's just what I've been taught. So
Ooh.
That's what I do.
Finally, somebody had the great question.
What?
Well, that was it.
One that I can't answer.
Yes, exactly.
But the good thing is when I can't answer something, I will find out the answer.
Oh, yes, she will. And she will not go to bed until she finds out.
Yes, I am that person.
Odd is more pleasing to the eye.
Okay, see,
that
there
makes
is.
more sense.
It does. And honestly, it is. It really is.
Oh, no.
Not for
Evens.
you?
Evens.
Well, I like the odd. Okay,
Evens.
so also you want to keep in mind when you're placing your elements, you don't want them all on the top layer. You want to add some to your sides as well, because when your wreath is sitting on your door or on your wall, you're not just looking at the front. People are going to be standing to the side, so they're going to see all the way around it. So you want to cover in the whole exposed area. So, yeah, there we go.
Two
And
on
then I've
that
got-
side. What
didn't
about over
have
there
any-
in the corner?
Yeah.
Are you going to put a bow over there?
I wasn't going to do a bow, no.
Okay.
But I can spread these out. It's fine.
There you go.
That's fine. So you just play with them till you find a position you like.
You're welcome.
Okay. So I think we like this. Now, at this point, you have a couple of options. You can glue them down, you can wire them down, or you can do a combination of both. I like to wire mine in. I use glue if I have to, but when I can wire, I do wire. So for that, because areas to attach it on these two white ones are really small. I don't think I can get the greenery stems through them. So I'm going to use a piece of floral wire that I cut in half.
Otherwise the green and the odd numbers is just better on the eye.
Better on the eye? Okay. So on this, there's this really tiny hole that you could feed your hanger for your, to hang it on your Christmas tree. So I'm going to feed my floral wire through that and give it a twist down to tie it off. Okay, just like that. So I don't know if you can see in there, there's that little hole, and I just attached my floral wire to it. Okay. So wherever you decided you're going to place that piece, feed your floral wire down through to your frame and just tie it off like you did your sign. If you find that cutting your floral stem in half doesn't allow you enough to tie off by, then by all means you could use a full one. And because the floral wire is green, it blends in really well. Okay. So, I'm going to tie it off, give it 4 or 5 good twists on the back. I know you guys can't see that part. Here, I'll turn it around like this. I know. So I'm just attaching it to the back, giving it a couple of good twists here. And can't really see where the floral wire ends. All right. And I take and fold it down and push it in towards the center so there's no pokey edges hanging out that'll scratch your door. Okay, so at that point you have your first piece wired in. All right, now we'll go on to the next piece. So we're going to add one of these silver balls right here. We're just going to take one of the stems, the greenery stems, feed it through the ball, wrap it around one of the wires in there. Well, it's hard to do it from this forward angle like this. I apologize. Come through, okay. And then you're going to tie it off just like you did the mesh with the greenery stem. Just give it a couple of twists. Whoops, and there you go. Okay, so see, that ornament is in now. Okay. And then, where did we want the next one? Up here, right?
Above, a little bit more.
More above?
Yep.
Right in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so in this one, you're just going to do the same thing. Take your greenery stem, wrap it around a piece. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my needle nose to grab that and pull it through. Just like that. And tie it off with the greenery stems. Just like that. Yeah, fluff later, but I can't leave it just sitting like that. That would drive me crazy. Okay, so moving around. The other piece of floral wire, what did I do with it? Oh, I put it over here. Okay, so we're going to take our other white one and feed the floral wire through it. Give it a twist and tie off.
Sorry, I'm just letting her work. She's very dead set on what she's doing, so I didn't want to interrupt her.
Oh, do I need to answer a question? Go ahead.
Everybody's just watching.
I'm going to spin it around here just a bit to get a better angle on it. All right. So we will put this one, I don't really like it straight up right there, so I'm going to put it out to the side a little bit. Okay, going to feed it down to the frame. probably should have used a whole piece to make this a little bit easier. It's bending up when I try to push it through, so it's getting caught on the greenery.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's okay, it just takes me a second. Okay. So, same process. Pull it through to the back. You know what? I can't use that short stem. So, I need a long one. Huh?
Huh?
Did I have another one laying down?
Oh,
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
this will make it a whole lot easier for me. Sorry, guys. So, same thing. Just thread it through. Give it a twist to tie it off.
All I gotta say is you guys are doing great. Thank you for the help with answering questions.
Thank
Tell
you,
what, we got
everyone.
some of the best set of followers, and
We do. I am
awesome.
so thankful for you guys who continually watch our lives and support us, and then help out those who are asking the questions. Okay, so we've got that one. Oh, I'm hung. That one tied in. We've got one more to tie in, and we're gonna put it here. Okay. I have tied a couple of these into where I have the mesh and the ribbon, just because that's where the placement landed them. But you don't have to put them where you added your ribbon. You can add them wherever you think they look best.
the accessories came from what? Walmart?
Walmart, Big Lots, Hobby Lobby. That's where everything came from. Do you want specifics?
I'm guessing the greenery, maybe?
The Evergreen Wreath came from Hobby Lobby. Both sets of ornaments came from Walmart. The ribbon came from Walmart and Big Lots. The sign came from Hobby Lobby. The black snowball mesh came from Joann's. The white window pane mesh came from Hobby Lobby. Most of the picks that you're going to see me use came from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And I think that covered it.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we have the ornaments on. And here's what that looks like.
Voila!
I'll stand back a little bit. So here's with just the mesh and the ornaments on the side. Okay, but we're gonna go a little further.
Time for some color.
Yeah. So I haven't decided if I like the red with the greenery or if I just like these red sprigs. And I don't know, that's a tough
I
decision.
think your mama said the berries.
Just the red berries,
Just
not
the
with the
red berries.
greenery.
Well, I mean, you got the green from the Wreath.
So I don't know. Well, here, let's give it
let's
a
see.
check.
Let's see what everybody comes up with. Let's see what the consensus
So
is.
there's that. We'll just snap that in there somewhere.
Let's see.
And then there's that. Okay. Not really the best placement, but for a visual, there's the one berry. There's the two. I almost think I like the one with the greenery.
Everybody's voting for just the red without the green.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Look, everybody had a say in it. Good job. All right. Yes.
I love it when everyone helps us.
And the reason, if you're just brand new to our live right now and you're wondering, why is everything like backwards? It's because it is. Because we're using a cell phone and we had to flip it so we could see the screen to see exactly what she's showing. So we apologize for it. That is something we plan to take care of in the near future.
After Christmas, you guys, our studio here should be in a little bit better shape and better capabilities. So please just bear with us. We're using what we have right now. Okay, so majority ruled. We're going to use these red picks.
Just red. That's what everybody's saying, just red.
when you get these, they're all compressed flat, so you want to take and bend them out a little bit and give them some life. And I've got 3 of them, so I'm gonna look and find 3 places I really like.
Again with the 3.
All right, I like that. I think that one would look good there.
You can do both. Again, it's a preference. You know, it's up to you. On this one, we just decided to take it to a vote and be democratic about it, and everyone voted red berries. Ooh,
right.
Look at that.
So, here, back up just a little. That's with some red berries.
I like it.
I like it too. All right. So,
now, do you glue it, or do you staple it? Do you Chanel stem it?
I think I'm going to wire these pieces in.
Ooh, the wire.
I do. I believe I am. So I'm just going to take a piece of floral wire, wrap it around really tight. And the same way with the ornaments, you're just going to feed it down to your frame. And if there are any long edges sticking out the back, when you finish up the back of your wreath, you can always give them a snip. So,
Ooh, very nice.
there we go with that.
Yeah, right next to that ornament right there.
Yeah.
That'll do well.
All right, so I'm just tying it off on the back.
I didn't even notice that. Good catch, Denise.
What?
Your wreath color scheme matches your shirt. I didn't even think about it.
I wore red specifically because my mom, it was between this or like blues and purples, and my mom said red would be festive. So I'm like, okay, you're right, let's do red. It wasn't planned.
And it's not black.
And it's not black for once. Hey guys, I found my clothes, or he found my clothes. I wore spandex that I packed for traveling probably for what, 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks?
No, a week and a half.
Week and a half.
But I wasn't complaining.
No, he wasn't complaining. But I'm happy to have my clothes now. All right, so as with the rest, I'm just tying it off to the frame. Oh, I didn't split the bar. Hold on, let me try that again. Make sure when you're feeding it through that you split a bar. You like those better? Well, bring them up here. We can always change. I'm not too far into it. Okay.
Ooh, curveball.
Curveball, don't you love it?
How about them berries?
I can do both, so,
That's a song, isn't it? Baby, it's cold outside.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Who sang that song?
It's an older song.
Yes. Who sang that song? Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Oh no, but we can't sing
Yeah,
it. I don't want to
too
get
big.
our video shut down.
I can't sing worth a darn anyways.
Yeah, you can.
Thanks.
I love you.
Thanks. Wow.
I love you just the same.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. now the true feelings come out.
Ah. All right.
Yeah,
So I'm
everyone said
just
it was a little too
feeding
big.
my wire down to the frame. Okay. And tying it off on the back. And the long stems that are poking through the back from the picks, you can just snip them off with a pair of cutters when you're finishing up the back.
Dean Martin, we have a winner.
Dean Martin, yeah. Awesome. Okay. So, we've got some red berries, guys. Now, we have this stuff, and I really, really, really want to add it. I don't know why it appeals to me.
But where though?
I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Where are my cutters? Okay.
Yep, that's right. It was though, Dino.
Alright. Whoops, I dropped that through the middle. So I'm taking a couple of pieces here and we're gonna give them a little bit of shape. Like this. A little bit of shape. And we're gonna find some places to stick these in.
Your mom says, not too much, it's already beautiful.
Thank you, Mama. Alright. Give them a little bit of shape.
I don't think you need to add them, really.
You don't want me to add them?
I'm not saying I don't want you to add them. I would never say something like that. I'm just merely making a suggestion.
Alright.
I know, look at it. You gotta stand up and look at it.
Yeah, you have to look at it. Could you, by chance, pull that tag off that for me, please? Thank you. Alright, when you buy these big sprigs or sprays like this, you can cut them down.
Yeah, everybody's liking it the way it is without them.
Y'all like it without it? Okay. I don't think I'm going to use those. I think I've got enough on there. All right.
No.
What? I want a couple of pine cones in there.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Why not?
But you already have enough. It's so gorgeous. You're gonna dull it out with the pine cone.
No, I'm not.
Oh, right underneath the berries?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay, well.
Show everybody, see what they like. What do they
Okay,
think?
I'll hold it up and hope everything doesn't fall out because I just kind of stuck things in there. So here it is.
Close up.
Close up. All right.
Ooh, we're splitting down the middle with yes on the pine cones and no on the pine cones.
Well, I like the pine cones. So
The pine cones are staying. Don't put the black.
don't put the black, but it's part of my design. But okay. Man, y'all are
think you
just
need
throwing curveballs on me left and right.
I don't think you need it.
Don't think I need it?
No. I think it's too much.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put them in and let you guys tell me what you think. As with all of them, spread them apart. What?
The one time everybody gets to have a say. Oh,
What?
see, yeah, everybody's got to, I don't know, everybody's splitting down the middle here.
Well, keep in mind, I'm just kind of laying these in there for the moment to look, so I will go back and place them later. But the design I had in my head was to use these with these white sprays. So I'm just gonna kind of stick it in there like that for now. Okay, well, we'll give this a look and see what everybody thinks.
Still gorgeous.
Yeah?
Still gorgeous.
All right, guys. I'm probably going to take the black out. I don't think I like it now that I look at it. So, let's just take the black out, give it one more look, and we may call it done. All right, I'm not going to spend a lot of time fluffing the ribbon for now, guys. But, here we go.
There we go.
Here we
White
go.
sprigs aren't too bad.
I took the black out. We're going to call this one done. So, tell me what you think. Thumbs up, some hearts. I'll come a little closer. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a seat now. Whew. Well, the night started a little rough with the technical difficulties, but we made it through the whole wreath. Thank goodness. So again, we do have an Etsy shop. We have a Black Friday sale going on right now with 15% off everything in our shop. This wreath will be in there probably by morning. I'm going to try to get it photographed and in there tonight, but if not, I'll do it first thing in the morning. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Nick, for allowing us to share on your page. And again, if you want to watch the replay, give it a quick share before the live ends so it'll be saved on your page if you want to go back and watch it. And yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you guys tune into our next live. Have a great rest of your night. See you later. Now he gets to go around.
Oh. Happy Thanksgiving. Again,
Happy Thanksgiving.
At the top of this video, if it says no longer a live feed, we may not be able to answer your questions while we're doing this. So just remember, no longer a live feed after I hit the finish button. And they're about to get a close-up of my mug again when I hit that finish button.
He's got to go turn it off. So again, thank you guys for joining.
Thank you for joining us.
We appreciate each and every one of you. Happy holidays.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.